Hello everyone, this is Ahmed Dan of ahmeddan.com. Today I'll have another episode of unboxing and review video, and I'll be opening the Casio F-91W watch. So we have the watch right here, and this is one of the most popular watches in the world, if it's not the most popular watch in the world. So a lot of you probably have memories with this watch when you were little, and I recall going back as long as when I was probably grade like 7, 8 or 9 to see this watch everywhere, and people are wearing it. So this watch still exists today, and nothing has changed much except that we have a watch which has survived the time, and it's a very good quality watch and a really cheap price. So we're going to be opening this up and then take a look at it. But before I do that, let me just go over some of the specs right here. So this is a F-91W-1 model, and the watch has time, alarm, stopwatch, and calendar. So this is a resin strap and case adjustable watch, and the battery life is really long. It can last up to 7 years, but I heard that it can last even 10 years. There were many people who told me that the watch lasts about 10 years battery, and even this cheap watch is water resistant, which is 50 meter, good for shower, swimming, and even going up to 50 meters deep. And then the watch first came out in 1989, and according to Casio, they have 3 million per year manufacturer. They've been manufacturing 3 million per year. So this is really popular watch and still survives today. And then the watch is barely 21 gram. You would not even feel like you're wearing anything. And many famous people have been known to wear this watch, and one of them was Barack Obama. He was seen wearing this watch as well. And in terms of dimension, so this is a 34 millimeter diameter, and then this is in terms of depth 8.5 millimeter, and the lug is 38 millimeter. So I'm going to just set this aside here, and we'll take a look at the package. So the watch came just like this. There is no fancy packaging or fancy boxing. That's how they can keep the cost low. Depending on where you are buying from, in Canada you can get this from about below $20, and if you're in the US or UK, probably you would get it for around $10 or 10 pounds. So this is really inexpensive watch, but that doesn't mean that this is not a good quality watch. So the plastic package is very cheap and minimal, and that's what's expected. And then we have the model number right here, which is F-91W, and then let's remove this from the package and see what it looks like. Okay, I'm surprised that they even attached a brochure or manual with a guarantee certificate, and this looks like a thick one. There's lots of information here. So they attached here, this is the warranty card, and here this is the register online to win something, and then here is a small brochure or instruction manual. Okay, and then here we have actually I'm sorry, this is the instruction manual. The other one was just probably a warning and other stuff, and then this one looks like the instruction manual and our user guide, and they have added actually a lot of information which I'm not going to go through. Usually I never read them, so I'll just put it aside. So I'm surprised that they spend some money printing these for this cheap watch. So we'll just leave it here, and the box is empty, and here is the watch you were looking at. Okay, so the first thing I'm noticing that this is really tiny. When I was looking at it, I didn't feel this is going to be so tiny or small, and the resin strap actually feels smooth. And on the back of the watch we have some information, for example the model number and stainless steel back, water resistant, so it's just some basic information. And here we have the watch. So just to show you the comparison of the watch and its big brother, which is I think almost the same watch but in stainless steel cover, which is this one. This is a different model, and I have reviewed this one in the past, which will be in the description link box below. But you can see that they're very similar, except that this one is stainless steel and this is all plastic or resin. But this one even doesn't look that bad. This one is slightly more expensive than that, but still this one is cheap one. Okay, so let's concentrate on what we have. So yeah, this is just even smaller than I was expecting. And then we can see there are 3 pushers right here. 2 is here and 2 is here. And then we have time, date, and the watch was just still running. They didn't turn it off or anything. And then there should be a light right here, so let's see. Okay, so it's going to be hard to see because of the light, but you can see that even they have a small light here to see it at night. So when the watch came out in 1989, there's no LCD or backlit or anything, but still they were able to produce this watch with the technology or with the materials which still exist today. And then the operation is very simple. You have to just set up alarm. You just keep pushing the pusher, and then if you still keep pushing it, then it's going to be the stopwatch, and then this is going to be the time setting. And if you just keep moving, then it's just going to come in that order. And then here we have AM PM function, so it's going to be you can make it AM PM or in the format of 24-hour or 12-hour. And then I heard that if you press this for a few minutes and if it shows Casio here, that means it's a genuine Casio. If not, it's a fake Casio. So I'm gonna just try to see if this is just it works or not. So I'm gonna just push it here, and actually yes, you can see that it turned to Casio. So that means that this is a real Casio. But I have a feeling that the people or those who are making the fake watch, they can still copy that functionality. So just press it here and it shows Casio here. So I don't think this is that kind of foolproof, but still it's not bad. So I'm just going to quickly wear this and see how it feels like. So here I am. You may not be able to see it very well due to the lighting condition, but this is how it looks like on my wrist, and it really looks like I'm wearing nothing. So it feels very comfortable. It doesn't feel bad at all, and the resin straps they're kind of soft, not too hard, and it just it would, I think it would match with anyone's wrist, whether you're you have a small or big arm, or if you're male or female. This is kind of universal watch if you're an adult or kid. So this watch would fit on everyone. So let me just take it off. So in terms of what you're paying and what you're receiving, this just doesn't make sense that you can buy something for so cheap. And it also doesn't make sense this watch is the world's most popular watch and has been surviving since 1989. That's just mind-blowing, because the cost has gone up so much since those days, and there's so many new materials, improvements of other things, and so many watch companies, but still this is still surviving, and this is still the most popular watch in the world. So I have seen female, male and kids wearing this watch too. And when I was little, then I have seen lots of students were wearing this watch because this is probably the most inexpensive watch at that time. If you look at like 1989, 1990, 1992, that time I don't think there were any other company producing watches this cheap. But now there are cheap watches everywhere, made in China. But that time this is one of the most accessible watches at that time, and this is what you'd see if you go to a watch store or supermarket or anywhere. They're just in the rotating shelves or something, which anyone can buy and afford. And the surprising thing is the price hasn't gone up. Comparing, this is 1989 when it first came out, and still people are loving this and wearing this watch today. Thank you for watching this video. I have some more watch reviews video which I'll put in the description box below. And just to mention that this is not an affiliated or paid review. All my reviews are non-affiliated, unbiased and honest. So there's no affiliated link to click, and I'm not going to make any money off you. So thank you for watching up to now. Forget about subscribing this channel. Forget about liking this video. There will be more videos coming up, so I'll see you shortly.